Hey guys, what is going on? This is the BCN Network, and we have another class analysis gun thing. Today we're doing the light machine guns, and we're going to analyze them, the recoil, and the effectiveness of its range. So let's just get started. We have the MK48. This is the first light machine gun that you get, and let's test out the recoil. Obviously not going to fire all 100 shots. That would be dumb. But look at that. Recoil, not too bad at all. It's pretty tight. I mean, really not any really up and down. It's really easy to control. We could do it from a longer distance and see what happens. And again, as you can see from a longer distance even, it's still a circle, and it doesn't really have a lot of recoil. So that's a benefit for this one. Has not much recoil for that one. Now we have the QBB LSW. We're going to test that one and see what happens. Hold on. Oops. Alright, let's go. And, as you can see, it has more recoil than the previous gun. It has more up and down recoil. And as we increase our distance, let's see what happens with that. As expected, when you increase the distance, it has more recoil, but it's not too bad, but it does have more than the previous weapon. So if you're only looking for recoil, I suggest using the first one so far. Let's just go through the rest. Now we have the LSAT. This is a pretty good machine gun. And let's test that recoil spread. Now, it doesn't look like a big recoil, but it's side-to-side recoil, so that's a little harder to control. Up and down recoil is usually the best one to, if you have recoil, to have. And from a longer distance, it does have pretty good recoil, but again, it does have that more side-to-side. More side-to-side recoil, so it is harder to control. The last one, the hammer, is my favorite light machine gun, and let's set the recoil to this one. Again, look at that. It's a pretty small circle. It's pretty comparable to the first light machine gun that we used, and from a longer distance, it does have a good amount of up and down recoil from a longer distance, but again, it's not that bad, and it's a lot easier to control when we have when it's over a longer distance. So that's something to consider. The first and the last some light machine guns do have the best recoil if you're worrying about that. So now we're going to test the effectiveness over a long distance. So Matt, if you can get to your spot.
Lane tack insert.
Matt. Alright, so let's test this. So that was 3 bullets.
Shoot her down.
So that's a pretty that's going to be like the average. I mean, it has okay damage. So 3 bullets is pretty good. That was comparable even to the best submachine gun. So let's see what we got here. The LSW, that was a substantial amount more bullets. That was I'm gonna say it was 7 bullets kill. So again, the LSW a lot weaker than the first one, and it has more recoil. So again, it looks like the first one is better than the LSW. So let's go to the LSAT. That was only 4 bullets that time. So as you can see, that one does have a good amount of recoil, probably the most, but it has good power, so it really balances out that one.
Waypoint out.
And also the hammer is the last one. We're going to test the effectiveness on the range, and that was 5 bullets. So it does have one of the worst damages, but again, it is still a pretty good damage. And it really does, it does the job. So if you're looking for a gun that's probably good to maneuver with, I suggest the hammer. That's probably the most lightweight, I believe. But all the Matt just killed himself. And the other ones are pretty heavy light machine guns. But the first one does have the lowest recoil and the lowest, and then pretty good effectiveness over range. So again, it really depends on your preference, but again, based on these stats, I do like the hammer and I do like the LSAT. Both of those have power, and recoil is able to control. As you can see, I can still hit long range shots and get some wall banks pretty quickly with the LSAT. So again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these videos, and I will see you guys later. Have a BCN night.